Hey guys, what's up? Today, if anybody has not known what it is World Mental Health Day. But I wanted to make this video just to kind of reflect about my mental health journey, and maybe in my story I could help somebody. I just wanted to make this video just to spread awareness, to help people. So I guess I should start off this video by saying that I am now in therapy. I wanted to seek therapy for years after pretty much, my friends could probably vouch, saying, no, you're not complaining, no, you're not being annoying. They could definitely vouch for that, but I always feel like I am being annoying to them, talking about my problems, or putting my problems on other people, because I just felt like I was being annoying, and I felt like there's so many more people in the world that deal with so many more worse things than me. I never want to be that person, but they always reassure me that I'm not being annoying. If I need someone to talk to, I usually just go to my friends. They've been very supportive, and in July I decided to start going to therapy, and I've been in ever since. It has changed so fucking much for myself, and it has helped me so much, especially if I'm going through such a bad week. If I know that therapy is coming up, I instantly just have like this relief off of my chest to where I feel okay. And with going into therapy, I have been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, and I have depression and PTSD. With me, I didn't understand what generalized anxiety disorder was until I had to go home and Google it. And here's the thing. People say to not Google your symptoms, to Google your symptoms. I don't recommend it because it fucks with my head. I don't recommend it, but if you do it, that's your choice. You could do that. I just don't recommend doing it. But to give you a brief little description about generalized anxiety disorder, this is just like an overview of it that I found on this website I was researching my stuff on. It's normal to feel anxious from time to time, especially if your life is stressful. However, excessive ongoing anxiety and worry that are difficult to control and interfere with the day-to-day activities may be a sign of anxiety disorder, generalized anxiety disorder. Symptoms that are similar to panic disorder, OCD, and other types of anxiety, but they're all different conditions. A lot of the symptoms I read through and I was like, well, this is definitely me. Persistent worrying or anxiety about a number of areas that are portioned in the impact of the events. Overthinking plans, solutions to all possible worst case outcomes. Perceiving situations and events as threats even when they aren't. Difficulty handling uncertainty. Indecisiveness and fear of making of the wrong decision. Inability to set aside or let go of worry. Inability to relax. Feel restless and feeling keyed up on edge, difficulty discerning, or the feeling that your mind goes blank. Well, that's just, a summary of my life a little bit here. The overthinking definitely is something that I do struggle with a lot. The overthinking, definitely there. The indecisiveness, also definitely there. My mind does go blank at times, though. During like a mid-conversation, I'm just like, paused in time and thinking, what am I fucking thinking of? And then definitely a few physical symptoms I have. Trouble sleeping and the nervousness, being easily startled. I am. Muscle tension or muscle aches, definitely. I've had those symptoms for a while. The trouble sleeping, honestly, now that explains it, because for a year and a half, for some reason, for a year and a half has gone by, and I don't know why it is, I'm thinking maybe it's caffeine intake, or if I'm eating too late whenever I would come home late, or it would just be something like my body be telling me like I'm tired or something. I had no idea what any of that was. But the trouble sleeping, I would just basically not be able to go to sleep for a while. My mind would be racing. Same thing would occur in the middle of the night, like around 2, 3 a.m., where I would wake up and I can't go back to bed. And it would just kind of ruin my day, especially if I had to go work like all day or something. And one of the causes of it could be genetics, and I'm thinking maybe some people in my family may or may not have it and they just don't know. It's not really a disorder that's talked about a lot, because I literally did not know what it was until I had to Google it. And apparently 3 million Americans deal with it like almost every day, which is insane and crazy that I've never heard of this one. And it's like that. And it has been difficult to deal with at times. It has answered me some questions that I've been wondering for a while. And the worrying definitely is that, because I worry about everything and everybody in my life. If my friends don't tell me that they're home from like being out all night, or they don't even say, hey, I'm home from like my house or like the movies or something, I get a tad bit worried. But if there is something to initiate that they are home, like if they get on the game, or if like they text me, like I'm fine. If I don't hear from my mom, I get a little worried sometimes. If I don't hear from certain people for a while, if they're home or not, I get a little worried. Or if somebody tells me that something is going wrong in their lives, I instantly just check on them like every single day, because I just want to make sure everybody in my life is okay and happy and healthy and safe. And that just is something that's constantly been on my mind, but I never really assumed what it was or really knew like why that was. I just thought, hey, I'm a worrier. My mom has always been my whole life, and she protects me because I'm an only child. So that's what I thought that those answers were, until I researched all that stuff myself. I think the anxiety has always been there, but just never had like an answer to it, because growing up, I divorced parents. There is somebody in my life that is currently an alcoholic, and they've been through rough shit with that. I've been bullied and cyberbullied growing up. The depression, I don't think really started to kick in maybe till like 2021, because I would get sad at times for no reason, and I would just feel down like a while, and I would never know why. I would just still go about my life, but I would just understand why I was feeling this way, or what the cause of it was. Never really knew. The PTSD also explains it because of my childhood, because of shit I went through as a child, and things I just shouldn't have seen at an early age, and things I had to do at an early age that I shouldn't have had to do, because I wanted to live my life, and I couldn't really do much of that. Put my life aside to fix the other shit in my life is the best way I could really describe it. And I have talked about this before. Trigger warning, I have been suicidal in my life before. I have dealt with suicidal thoughts very, 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 very heavy on my mind. I've dealt with self-harm. I'm clean from self-harm for about 9 years, I believe it's been now, which has been so amazingly proud of myself that I overcame that. And it has been a roller coaster of things, and this is where the part where I think things maybe settled into place, and I decided to go to therapy, and things happened kind of quickly. I am a big believer of God. I don't know who is watching this. If you don't believe in religion, that's okay. That's your terms. I'm not going to be the one to push God on you. I don't do that to people. If you don't believe in God, that's completely fine, but I have always believed in God my whole life. I was raised Catholic. So 2021 was difficult, but also the start of probably when my life was going to start to change. My grandmother passed away in September of 2021, and that was a very, very hard hit on me and my family, and she was the glue to my family. She was literally my angel. I came to her for everything. And it's been 2 years since she's passed, and it gets difficult every year around the same time as her birthday and the same time of her anniversary of her death, and it's always just been hard on our family to get through it sometimes. But around the time that it was 2 months before she passed, I met two incredible people in my life, and I think they know who they are. If they are watching this video, I think that they know who they are. I met two incredible people in my life who I never thought I would ever be friends with, because maybe we just didn't have stuff in common. Maybe we were just different people. We were our own individuals, and we all started to get along together at my work, actually. We all started to get together at my work and just really start to get to know each other. We made our fun little group chat that we had, and we just all been talking ever since. How close that friendship grew by the end of the year, from July when we met, August we made that group chat, and then December, I think that's when we initiated that we were all still really close and we're friends. We grew together as a really big family friendship. I think that was my grandmother's way and God's way of sending me my support system, sending me my healing people, my blessed people in my life to help me get through this time. I definitely feel like they were my gift from my grandmother, saying, hey, I'm going to be leaving soon. This is for my granddaughter to make sure that she's okay. I definitely think that that was some form of my grandmother's gift to send these two people in my life who I've never met, never thought I would ever get along with them, never thought that they'd be the type of people I'd be friends with, because we just don't really have much in common with each other until we really talk to each other, we get to know each other. And it has been probably my #1 support system since I've been friends with them. They introduced me to their friends, we've hung out so much, we've been to each other's houses, we've talked about going on trips with each other. They've literally, they see me at difficult times and we've all been there for each other and we all supported each other and we all love each other. And it's definitely a miracle friendship I never thought that I needed, and we all helped each other out in some way just grow as individuals and as people, and I'm very blessed to have them in my life. They've helped me in more ways than possible that they will ever know, and I'm so blessed that I have them. And it's not just them, I have my internet friends as well that have been with me since day one pretty much. I've literally have 2 friendships I made since I made my YouTube channel for 6 years, and they are amazing people in my life, and the people that I've literally just met this year to last year to years before to who I might be meeting next year, like, they're all still wonderful people and I cannot thank them enough. And the other people in my life that you don't really get to see too much on camera, they've also been really big support systems as well as my mom and my dad. And I feel so lucky and blessed of what my life has become in the last 3 years, when maybe 3 years ago things could have changed and things could have not been the right way in December of 2020. And I'm so happy I didn't intend to do what I wanted to do in December of 2020. But that's a summary, as best as I could put it, about my mental health and where I'm at now, what I could give to the audience watching. If you have a support system of people, stick with them and they will help you. If they are in for you and they are there for you for a reason and a purpose, stay with them. If you can come to them for anything, that's amazing and that's great. Those people will help you as best as possible. If you are struggling to find a therapist, do what you have to do to go to a therapist for yourself and not for anybody else, and do your own research, obviously, before you go in, because that's what I did. And I wanted to make sure I had the best person I could find, and luckily I did the first time around, and I'm really excited and happy that I did. And just never give up on yourself. When you think that you are at the bottom, never give up on yourself, and never not think that you're not here for a purpose. You're not here for, like, people's reasons or intentions or whatever the case is. You're here for a purpose, and you might have not found it yet, but I know that you are here for a purpose and you are not a burden, and you are definitely loved by me and so many other people. I wanted to get this hoodie because I always get it from this brand, Self-Care is for Everyone. I absolutely love them, and I love their intentions with that company. It's a mental health apparel website, and they make really cool hoodies. This one was for Suicide Prevention Month that I bought last month. And I've just been wearing it ever since. It says on here, keep going. On the back, it says 100 reasons to stay alive, which I love all these reasons. And then on the sleeve, it says, you are needed, you are not a burden, you are loved. And I've been wearing this hoodie ever since, and it's so comfy, cozy. If you wanted to go buy one, this is not, like I said, promoted or sponsored or anything. You can go to their website and buy it. And they ship really fast as well. And they've always shipped fast every time I bought from them. And their prices are not that pricey either. My message basically to anybody that is struggling right now, if you are, the best suggestion I always do for myself is just to surround yourself with the best people. And go and do stuff that you love and talk about it with somebody. Talking about it with somebody that you love and you trust is probably the biggest thing to do. Whatever you are going through, I know you're going to make it out, and I know that there are people there to help you. I'm going to put numbers in the description below to give somebody a call for anything that I have talked about, and I hope that you are all doing well. I love you all, and I'll see you guys soon with another video, and I love you all, and I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.